What?
This episode 10?
Yeah, I think so.
Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Walk the Dogcast with the one and only Matthew Mullins. Episode 10. All right,
Howdy.
Matt's got the rundown this week.
I got the rundown. I do not have the rundown. I literally just ran inside from my house or from my vehicle. Excited to be here with you.
Do you want to talk about that rundown?
Where I just went,
Yeah.
yeah, we're about to change the heating element in my dryer. So that went out, bro, $45. That's not bad, is it? For a
No.
part for
You
a heating element? I thought that was pretty good.
you haven't changed it yet.
No, but we've had the dryer apart 4 times within the last couple of days. Looking at it, so we know what it looks like. We know what we're dealing with. And bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. My wife is a pretty sharp cookie. Let me tell you,
A handy woman?
very handy, dude. She just got into it with the guy at the appliance store. Like he kind of smarted off to her, like, "Oh, you're working on it? Oh, not a
Uh-oh.
good call. Not a good call."
Um, yeah. So hopefully you have some dry clothes. I can see your hoodie's still a little wet.
Yeah, bro. Well, it's because it's pouring outside, but it is weather's nasty here in Arkansas. How is it up in Ohio?
Dude, it's kind of rough, cold, gray winter. I got those winter blues. I'm tired of it.
Amen, brother. No blues around here, dog. Just in surprised.
Pack storms. Where'd you move your case to? Oh, okay. I got you now. I thought that picture took its spot.
No,
Um,
no.
So do you want to start off the rip here with a rank five blind?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, let's rank five
All right.
blind.
This is rank five blind. I got some snackages for you. Some snacks. Some
Snacks.
munchies.
All right.
Munchies will not be in the listing, just so you know.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
I like snacks, so this is gonna be fun.
First up, remember there's five slots, blind. First up, Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips.
Ooh, five.
Gosh, are you kidding me?
No, I've never had them, but I don't like jalapenos.
Oh, I feel so bad
So
for you.
we're
I gotta
already
send you
right.
a
We're
pack.
already. Well, dude, it's not that I don't like them. I like them. I just my belly. You know what I
You
mean? Like
haven't had them or you don't like them?
I don't. Well, I haven't had those chips. I'm talking about jalapenos though. They just
Okay,
kill.
that's fine. We'll just five's the spot to put it then.
Yeah.
Cheez-Its,
Three,
three. Ruffles Original.
4.
You said some stuff that didn't come through the mic.
Yeah, well, because I was thinking. You know what I mean?
Oh, why was
Like
your mouth moving?
I think I said I cursed, so I'm glad you didn't hear it.
So Ruffles was supposed to be five?
Ruffles 4.
Yeah, what were you upset about?
Well, I just wonder what's next. I can't help but think about what's coming. What if I
Let's
don't
be
like it
real.
now? I'm stuck at one and
If
two.
you have almost any time there's two chip options, like
Yeah.
if there's not dip, you're not taking the Ruffles original, right?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. If there is dip, I am taking the
But that's
Ruffles.
like the saving grace of a Ruffles original is when you add something to it.
Okay, my wife gets whole things of sour cream and makes like French onion
Hmm.
dip,
Yeah.
delicioso.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is if you don't have the dip, like it's the worst chip.
That's fair. That's why I put it at 4.
And then like Cheez It is very, you got to be in the mood for a Cheez It.
Well, my kids love cheeses. I'm sure your babies love
Okay.
cheese.
Cool Ranch Doritos.
Okay. Now, in the Mullins house, this is a favorite. I'm going to put this at 2.
Two, you're going to leave the one spot open for whatever I have coming.
I kind of trust you. Go
All
ahead.
right. The
Hit me
Sun
something.
Chips Harvest Cheddar.
Number uno, no issue. We're having a good day here.
All
Dude,
right.
it works out. It always works out.
I like your my issue is that Miss Vicky's just hits different. You get a little sub. Man, you got to
I
I
gotta
don't
try
know.
them.
Maybe you like the
I'm gonna give
barbecue
it a
ones if
shot.
they have them there.
I'll give it a shot. I'm sorry.
It's just like a it's like a you know, like a real oil potato chip.
Hmm.
It's
Pray to
not one
God.
of those. mass produced. But anyways, that's our rank five brought to you by, hey, if you got a brand out there and you want to sponsor the podcast, the rank five blind could be brought to you by, whoever. Mr. Brendan Fox, $100 an episode. Come talk to us.
100 an episode. Jesus.
I
We're
don't know what
starting
we're
off. That's
advertising
fine.
for you, but um,
Yeah. This episode's brought to you by Fox's Swimming Training.
mhm. Coach Fox. The other thing I wanted to touch on real quick here, I guess not real quick, but Nationals, just before we went on this, Yo-Yo US, say, listen, this is a US based podcast. This is all we know. I'm not well versed around the world. Nationals, end of June in Vegas.
That's awesome.
What do you like about it?
Well, I love Vegas.
You love Vegas with two young kids and your wife.
Well, I've never been with two young kids and my wife. This is no, oh yeah. Well, see, I couldn't even imagine bringing my family to it.
And it's a yo-yo
But
contest.
thankfully, you don't have to worry about that because a lot of people going to the contest, they're not bringing their family anyway. But it's hard. I can't imagine how hard it's going to be because Vegas has just got a lot of stuff going on.
Well,
The National Yo-Yo Contest is going to be nothing compared to what George is playing on Saturday night that he's just doing his regular routine. You know what I mean?
my thought is, excuse me, Vegas is usually you get cheaper flights. Um, and I'm assuming they can get a cheaper venue in a convention center that's not on the strip. So you're going to be hopefully, I say hopefully, on the outskirts of Vegas.
Yeah.
So I can understand those two reasonings, but yeah, for me, it's just like a yo-yo contest screams 12 to 15-year-olds playing yo-yo.
Yeah.
Which I mean, the location, you have to have somebody that can set it up. So that's the hardest part. I don't know how the prior event in Vegas went. I don't even remember what that contest was. Do you remember?
That must have been a while back.
Um, I think maybe Steve and Andre threw a contest in Vegas. I don't think it was nationals.
Oh, the Las Vegas Open is what you're talking about. Like
Yeah.
in 13, 14.
Now, is there a reason to have it in Nevada because they can actually pay the contestants?
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't.
Um,
But I mean, it was fantastic in Phoenix. I had a great time. I had never been to Phoenix before.
oh, it wasn't in Vegas?
Well, no, I'm talking. Last year it was in Phoenix.
Did it move out that way? Because Phoenix
Yeah,
is what you'll fly into for Vegas usually.
that's where.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
usually, but sometimes.
I had a great time in Phoenix. I'm sure the boys will do something great in Vegas. Vegas has tons of things to offer.
I, 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 I don't know. I don't know what it has to offer for the crowd that I picture as the advertisement for a yo-yo contest.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just trying to bring out both sides here. And I think it really comes down to probably who's organizing it, where they can get cheap space.
sure. I don't know
Kind
who's
of,
organizing it anymore. Do you?
no, the same way it comes with like Worlds to Cleveland. If Steve's organizing it, he's in Cleveland, and Cleveland is cheap relatively.
Cleveland's fun too. Just saying.
But
But
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
everybody
I
had
was
a great
given
time.
a little more of a hard time than I should be giving it.
Last year at the venue, the
Philadelphia.
the rumor was, or wait, so was it the year before that that was in Phoenix?
I don't know. Like Phoenix, maybe that was because it's a yo-yo factory
Hmm.
in
Well,
Arizona. And then
it
Philadelphia, I don't know why it's in Philadelphia.
I just accidentally ended up at a national contest that was in Phoenix one year. I don't remember what year it was.
I think
It
Nationals
was
was probably in Phoenix one year, but
it was great.
yeah, for I think Yo-Yo Factory's HQ's out there. So I would assume they set it up.
But I'm pretty sure I asked Gentry where, or I asked somebody where Nationals was going to be the next year, and I was told they were talking about going back to the Rosen Plaza, but that obviously is not going to happen or hasn't happened.
Yeah, and the person that set up the Worlds that was in Orlando all the time, that
Mr.
was like
Gregg,
Yo-Yo guy or something, right?
yeah, Mr. Gregg.
He's probably out of it, so I don't know that they'd return to the same spot. Um, unless he's still behind the scenes. I don't think he
Greg's
is.
out of it, but I bet he would come back in immediately to help run it. You know what I mean? If someone asked him to.
I think that's just a big factor is like we'll come wherever you want if you're going to set it up and we have confidence that you can set it up well.
Amen.
Uh, I have, I don't know. I'm debating in Ohio State's because I feel like I should put on a contest in Ohio because ours hasn't run in a few years, but I need my kids to get older first or something.
Ohio State's would be awesome though because y'all have so many yo-yoers there. So a lot of people would
There is
come
a
to
lot.
visit. People would come and support anyway. And plus that old Cleveland community, there's just people there ready to go. Yo, is
And
is Medford still in Cleveland?
Ohio is the hot spot for yo-yo.
I agree.
We got Duncan, Caribou Lodge, G2. What else you want? G2 Nate.
Yeah. Is that where he lives, Ohio?
Yeah, he's in Columbus.
We don't know nothing about him, but we like his stuff. Good stuff.
All right, what else you
Yeah,
got
no,
going
you're
on?
right. Ohio is the king of yo-yos. And that's why it makes sense when Worlds is there. You can go by, get the wife swap tour where Steve Brown shot the wife swap episode, and go to Worlds. You can just do everything there.
Go to the Christmas Story House.
Go to SummerSlam, do it
So
all.
somebody suggest speaking of SummerSlam, somebody suggested that we should do a ranking. Like there was multiple things. I took some suggestions.
Okay.
The first one I blew off was ranking sodas. I thought that was evil. You're trying to get
Big
off the
Mike.
soda.
I could do that for sure. Yeah.
Um, and then another one was like ranking WWE superstars. But
Another
I
one
don't
of
even know
those
where
we
to
could
start for
sell
that. I
that.
can't have any comments on it besides Jake the Snake.
Okay. Well, that's fair. I won't argue with you.
So I think that the potato chips was a good one. But contest, you're going to UYYC, United
Yes,
Yo-Yo Club, Yo-Yo something, Kendama
yes, it's
Con,
the old Moyo,
because it's in Missouri, Kansas City. No, it's Kansas.
St. Louis.
Yes, but you're going. You're taking the family.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Me and Big
Big
Mike
Mike's
are
going. Is he taking the
Big Mike.
family?
I begged him to, but I don't know if Mrs. Mike is going to want to come. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I
Well, they've talked about it, bringing the baby and getting used to traveling. Um,
I was bringing my baby. I took my baby to a yo-yo contest at that young of an age. So, and I think Big Mike knows he would have a good support system around him if we needed to disappear from the venue due to little baby issues. We would be disappearing.
I need to fly in, Uncle Jake.
Yeah, well, you really do. That'd
I'll
be
take care of the
fun.
kids, but
Well, take care of the table, dog.
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure we're gonna have a booth. So
That's fair.
business side of things, it's gonna be like I think 800 or so to have a table, and I just kind of wanted to send like a couple boxes of shirts to give away for free, and then like an FOV of 12 yo-yos, and I guess that would break not even. So we might have to do like two cases of two 12-pack FOVs. But I just wanted to have a booth to give away shirts and let people try stuff.
Right.
Um, so I'm not sure yet. I'm not committed to a booth or sponsoring until I can figure out what I want to roll there with. You just unfortunately needs to make sense overall for both parties.
$800 is quite the ask of
So
sponsorship.
I could break that down a little bit different. So they asked for cash or product. And I'm kind of firm in the camp that I think that they need money to run the contest, and then money should go to the players, not yo-yos that they don't want.
That's fair.
And I don't mean that against any brands, but that's if you're a top placing player like Big Mike, he's going to win. He's throwing his signature yo-yo. He doesn't want some yo-yo that was donated to cover, you know what I mean, for the contest.
Right. Right.
Um, so I always think cash is better. So if they're asking for $500 in retail yo-yos or $500 cash, um, it's just the cash options should be more relative to even like a wholesale option for yo-yos. Um, but that's just on my thinking is if I go cash, it just is harder to do for a contest. Um, But I don't know. We'll figure it out since you and Mike are both going. But that's a little tidbit
Well,
behind the scenes of the business side of things.
I mean, giving t-shirts away is free. You can send them to me and I'll deliver them.
Yeah, I'd just like to have a spot. Like the idea was if you or Mike's there, you have yo-yos there that I'd send for people to try. We're not really selling anything. If you try a yo-yo, take a shirt.
Yeah, we did
Um,
a similar thing at Worlds. You brought me a backpack of t-shirts and those got dispersed out. So
yeah, that was outside the venue though, right?
absolutely. Yeah, nothing inside. We don't want to be banned.
No, I
Bro, they
took
banned. Do you remember they banned Red from Worlds that year?
I've only heard stories about like Omega booked like a different room downstairs that was way cheaper than doing it through the contest to sell yo-yos.
Now that was in Orlando, right?
I don't know. Like that's like rumblings down the road. Like I have no idea what's true, what's not.
Bro, that was years ago. I remember that story. They were that I believe there was a fist fight at Worlds.
Like I think it was they were in the lobby of the hotel. They rented or got a spot to sell yo-yos in the lobby and not actually got a vendor's table or sponsored the contest type deal.
Makes it hard to never mind. Never mind. Yeah, absolutely. $500 is a lot of money, bro. I understand it costs a lot of money to run a contest,
Well, so
but
that's where I was kind of saying like 500 cash or people are sending $500 of yo-yos. And it's my personal belief that more cash should be given as a sponsorship than the yo-yos. So I could just say, hey, that's what you're asking for. That's what I'm going to send I'm going to send you four yo-yos, $500 worth of yo-yos. Um, but when my personal belief is the contest needs cash to operate well and needs cash to the contestants, I should probably back up my personal belief by sending cash instead of product.
fair.
Um,
Well,
so
if there is a table, come see us.
yeah,
If there's not a table, just come say hi.
2 day contest makes it. I don't know if both days with the kendama and yo-yo, but it would be ideal to come down, especially if they got a nice golf course.
Oh yeah, you do. You know, I've been waiting to get on a golf course and whoop your ass at it.
Uh-huh. I'll start you on the
Oh,
green.
yeah,
Um,
that'd be sick though, for real though. And then we can just all room. I mean, my wife was looking at pretty big spots for the Airbnb, and she won't just stay anywhere. So I'm just assuming it would probably hit your level of happiness,
yeah,
probably.
a couch.
No, I would sleep on the couch, Jake.
All right, Cal States. Cal States is back.
That's awesome. I didn't know they ever left.
I haven't seen him for a couple years, right?
Oh wow, I didn't know. Man, California State used to be the show, bro.
Yeah,
That,
Cal States was huge. The one
that's
and only
where
Mr.
you were seeing
Encore.
all the best players.
Cal State's was, I don't know if Cal State's used to be a contest leading up to nationals. Um,
Absolutely, I believe so. That'd be
yeah,
more of a Mike question because Mike would definitely know.
yeah, because it's in Chico, his
Right,
hometown. So I'm trying to get Mike to go.
he should go, but he's got baby Mike now.
Chico, home of Aaron Rodgers,
The best players end up in Chico or wind up in Chico.
come from Chico.
Well, whatever it
Water.
was,
They're good
dude.
spinning things, yo-yos and footballs.
Bird in Hand used to be the shop, bro. I've it was like a dream of mine to go to Bird in Hand, and
Mm.
Big Mike worked there. That's how cool that is. That's
Yeah,
how
I
cool
mean,
he
I would
is.
want to go there if Big Mike worked there just to see Big Mike.
Just to dick with him, just
Did you
watch
ever?
him.
And I don't know if Bird in Hand owned Heavy Hitter yo-yos. Do you remember that? No, Bold. Oh, what was that? Chico Yo-Yo Co. Right?
I'm sure they did.
And because then, so me and Mike, we could talk about it later about signature yo-yos, but they gave him a signature yo-yo, but he didn't really get to
He
help.
didn't get to do anything with it.
Yeah, so that stinks when you get a signature yo-yo that you don't personally like. Um, but
It's not supposed to
that's
be the
just the nature of the
situation.
business sometimes. Especially back then, I think maybe with designing yo-yos was not as quick, or I don't know. I don't really want to say. I think I don't know. There was just a lot to be learned about yo-yo design back then.
It was very different.
And there probably still is now, but
Absolutely.
we feel pretty polished right now. Um, but yeah, even like the yo-yos right now, when I do the agent series, they're not looking at the CAD and adjusting things. They're giving me a basic premise of what they want the yo-yo to be like, and then I build it.
Well, that's why your expertise is so
I
important.
got to walk the DogCast. Episode 100, when we
Okay.
design the Razorback, we'll live stream the discussion.
Bro, that nobody's gonna watch that, but I'm excited for it.
Mhm. I did just shoot the 2024 Patreon shipment episode. Did you watch that?
I've already have, yes. I mean, dude, do you really want me to powder your ass for 10 minutes? Because I can, bro. I
No,
love you.
no, I'd rather you rip me. Which month did I mess up on?
Zero. I guess the jackal would probably be the worst one, but I'm not gonna hold that against you.
And I
Just
I would argue that because the helpfulness of the monthly shipment is you're not directly picking the yo-yo, so you're going to try some things that you might not otherwise try. And
absolutely.
I think that happened with a lot of people got to the Jackal and they wouldn't have bought it otherwise, but then they end up really liking it.
Yes.
So definitely not the worst month because
Same
it,
thing
it
with
worked out
tsunami,
perfect.
though. Well, the answer is there is no bad months. That's the secret.
What was your favorite though? Like if you could go back in time to 2024, Matt gets everything late. Unfortunately, G2 does things backwards. They get everything late, the players. So if you could go back in time to 2024 and subscribe to 1 month, what would it be?
Council.
Council. Was that June?
Delicious month.
Hmm.
Delicious month. I remember. Now, Jake. I'm not just all your stuff is good, brother. That's the secret. It really is. That's what makes your company work. Is that everything you do in the perspective of what you're offering the consumer is going to be a top class offering.
Um, I saw somebody saying something about the LLT this past week, and I would
Okay.
I would argue that's not a great yo-yo, but I had a direction for the yo-yo, and as long and like just fully commit to whatever you want that yo-yo to be.
Exactly.
No one yo-yo is going to be perfect for everybody, so make it perfect for the people it is for.
No, yeah,
And
we
that's what I
have
try
the.
to do on each design.
I mean, and your color choices. I mean, I, I remember some of the complaints you would hear like back in the day, like the Patreon wasn't getting the best. I mean, you've heard the arguments or you've heard the complaints from back in the day that used to be that they didn't feel like they got the best colorways or stuff like that. I feel like that argument is completely out now because your
That
Patreon stuff still is fantastic.
so it's gotten to the point where you're getting, all the color. You're getting storms, and so you're not getting swirls, and you're not getting reverse rainbow road. And I think to expect those, you have to look at the monthly shipment price and know that it just doesn't work out. And then also, unfortunately for me, to do a run of reverse rainbow roads for everybody, just it like even to like try and do like two back to backs or something because I've been trying to figure out a way to do the T52 um since the price of the T52 doesn't quite fit into what a monthly shipment is. There's an issue there I'm trying to figure out. Um so it was kind of like the idea of doing a more basic yo-yo with the T52, but then you have a month of people that are a little less happy. Um and now I forget what I was saying, but it was going to be like kind of like the T52 issue is if we did a reverse rainbow road issue. You'd want to tier it up with something so to average the cost together, but then you feel like you got shorted 1 month. So kind of just have to figure it out like I did with the Prowler, where you get a Prowler and it's above the price of a monthly shipment and you just roll with it. That's just a thank you for being a member all these months or whatever. Um, it's
Maybe
just
on
you can only do that so many times to
right.
continue the business. Um,
Maybe on those months you take away the t-shirt. You take away
well, there's the lower tier 135, that covers your fees, your shipping, and your basic, your $10 is just to be a member, so you get discounts and whatnot. So you're looking at like $120 towards the yo-yo. So when you get a Prowler for a buck 65, you see that you made out really well that week, that month.
right.
Um, and I mean, I'm always over the value there of what it would be in the store versus what you pay the monthly shipment.
Absolutely.
Um, all right, before all the way back to the reverse Rainbow Road. I don't really want to make this a Patreon breakdown of the business model. But I had thought about this, and then I just thought the juice isn't worth the squeeze of people being frustrated. I just make the reverse Rainbow Road, and it's random who gets it that month. You get the two colors to pick from, and then 10 people get a reverse Rainbow Road. Surprise.
Yeah, you surprised me.
Um, I thought about that, but then I thought it's just going to be a headache.
The G2 house tour. Right now, it looks like we're in the kitchen. Look at those beautiful brown cabinets.
I got to put some potatoes on the roast.
Meals and memories are made here.
Da, da,
Bro,
da.
I, does your wife like signs like that? Because my wife likes signs like that.
Yeah, and I try not to have them.
And then in the next room, just a wall of bourbon.
Yeah.
Just a wall of it.
I have a collecting issue. So
That's fair. Me too,
the
brother. Me
yo-yos are
too.
downstairs, the bourbon's here.
Hey,
Um,
T52, bro. That's that yo-yo.
yeah, T52. What do you want to know about it?
No, I don't want to know anything about it other than when the packed storm is coming.
What's got you excited right now in yo-yo? We're gonna end on this.
Oh, wow. What a fantastic question. What's got me Average Throwers Club? A?
I can't believe how that's taken off.
Yeah.
So I owe some thank yous on that. Thanks to Phil for running the bot right now. I think I've got to catch up on some right now for last week. And thank you for ISO Pigeon making the bot or installing the bot.
Yeah.
Um, Alex picking the tricks, setting up the tricks for weekly.
Yeah.
Mike filming the tutorials, and then Sleeper started making the POV tutorial.
Leo?
So, but yeah, it's taken off.
Yeah. I mean, it's
So what do you like about
fun
it?
for sure.
You
Hmm?
see people posting that haven't been posting or
Yeah. People joining our community, bro.
okay.
And they're coming in and they fit in. It's nice to see. They're excited about the products. They love Loadout Tuesday, which you asked me what excites me about yo-yoing. Loadout Tuesday. I can't help it. That's of course going to be my answer. Dude, think about the shittiest day of the week, right? If it's not Monday, guess what it is? It's
It's
Tuesday.
definitely not Tuesday.
But you wake up and you remember it's time to get inspired. It's
Hmm.
time. 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, 12 o'clock G2 time.
Hmm.
Let's ride. Number three, the Mongoose AL7 Packstorm Geese. Any updates on that? We are still waiting on
I'm
that.
telling you, I have so much in the pipeline. The pipeline is turning, it's just slowly turning.
Bro, I don't even like to ask about your pipeline too, because I know you're prepping for Patreon at the end of the year and next month and the month after that, month after that, month after that. So I just know you're working.
Yeah.
It's coming. Number five,
No, it's
Mongoose.
coming. I'm hoping, what did I say? March, April?
Yeah, bro,
April, May? May,
it's
June?
coming. It's
No,
coming.
it's just whenever it can get off the line, for the Raws is the biggest hiccup.
I don't know. There's a lot of things that excite me about yo-yoing. You know that. Like
No, I just want to know what was getting you going right now, like in Average Throwers Club. Is it?
the just learning the tricks and getting to watch other people grow.
Yeah.
That's really the fun part about it is getting to see people that a couple weeks ago couldn't do basic mounts. Now they're hitting over the arm binds. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? And that's surprising, man. And just love to see people grow using that beautiful G2 product.
Not a prerequisite for Average Throwers Club, but it helps you land your tricks
It
better.
helps you get better faster.
Maybe. But average thrower club definitely gets you better faster because you have other people pushing you and you have a goal in mind.
Yeah,
Um,
and it started for me like, oh man, I just want to get all this free stuff. So that's why I was going to do all the tricks is like, oh, I want a free coin or I want a free hat. But now it's like, I hadn't even thought about that. Like, I'm stacking my points. Whatever happens, happens.
all right. I'm gonna go put the potatoes in these roasts and I'm gonna
All
go
right.
on the road to Diamond. If you know, you
Enjoy.
know.
I'll see you over there.
All right.
One, two, three.
One, two, three, Miss Vicky's.
One, two,
One,
three.
two, three. Miss
Miss
Vicky.
Vicky's has got a big butt. All right.